What's up, y'all? It is a beautiful day down here in Arkansas, and today I'm going to show you how to do a proper pre-trip. So let's go. Step one, open the hood. For me, step two is I put my ratchet strap on there. That brand new hood is heavy and the springs are super stiff right now, so put the ratchet strap on there to help with a little bit extra support so that way it doesn't fall on me. But let me show you what I do when I'm in here looking. Now, I know that my engine is a little dirty in here, but step one is we got to figure out how to get this put back up here. But we're looking at our wires, we're making sure they're all not just hanging in the way. Looking at our components, making sure that everything looks good. Let's see, steering shaft. Well, see, look. Our U-joint is starting to go bad on that. So when we get home, we'll get that changed. Making sure our shock bolts are tight. Looking at our brakes, which we have all new brakes on the front. You're looking here, making sure there ain't no wear marks and stuff like that. Making sure that there ain't no oil leaks anywhere on here. Of course, you'll check your oil. Make sure you have windshield washer fluid. That's a DOT violation. But as we're going through, we're looking around, making sure there ain't no damage to the fan anywhere, there ain't no boots leaking, all that kind of stuff. Oh, also while you have it up, you're looking at your tires, making sure it's wearing even, making sure there ain't no chunks missing out of it. You know, the good stuff. Come around to the other side. You're going to be looking at the same kinds of things. This here is just the overflow tube out of the antifreeze, so that's not that big a deal. All of this dripping, that is just from the air conditioning where we had it running last night. Don't want to touch the turbo, it's good and hot. When the truck was shut off, you definitely want to check your antifreeze. On my truck, I have to climb up, take the cap off, look down inside. Also, while I'm over here, I like to check the tension in my belts. On this specific motor, we have two belts, so we like to double check all of that. Now, I'm going to show you an example of what a tire wearing funny looks like. As you can see, it's starting to have some bites out of it. What that is an indication of, and you can kind of see right here where the wear is funny, is my kingpins are starting to wear. Well, not starting to wear. My kingpins are rough, so I need to have those replaced, which it is scheduled to go to the shop to have that done. After the engine bay, stuff that I'm looking for is I'm making sure like the steps are, you know, nice and secure because we just put all those on. Making sure that the stack mounts are still all tight. Making sure there ain't no sliding marks on the tanks. On the tank straps. Our doors are shut, our fuel caps are on. This is good. Now, don't mind the ratchet strap mount, but we're making sure all of our connections are hooked. Making sure you have clearance on that kind of stuff, because that is a DOT violation if it is not. As we're coming back here, we're looking at airbags, taking a peek down in there. We're looking at our brakes in there. As we're looking in here, we're looking around all of our air connections, making sure that nothing is actually rubbing, making sure there ain't no oil leaking out of the rear ends. Looking at brake components on that side. As you can see, everything's looking good and lubricated. Looking to make sure that everything is just where it normally should be. Now on a, check this out. Now, when we're on a more detailed, thorough inspection, typically on like a 34-hour break or when I'm at the house, I like to crawl under my truck, check your U-joints, your carrier bearings, you know, go under it with fine-tooth comb on the creeper and, you know, really look underneath everything, make sure that everything is actually tight and presentable and in all good working order how it should be. All right, so we talked about in there. Now we're coming out here. We are looking at our wheel. As we're looking at our wheel, you're kind of looking for black streaks and stuff like that. That will indicate that you might have a lug nut loose. Also, while in here, since I do have low fenders, there is not the best way to check them, but you're looking at your tire treads. I'll have my hammer out here, give it a thump. If it sounds different in the tone, then I get out the tire pressure gauge, and then I am checking tire pressures to make sure all of that is accurate and the same. And we're doing that on the steer tires, the drive tires, and the trailer tires. Now, let me tell you a little bit about air pressure. On my steer tires, I typically run about 110 to 115 pounds of pressure. You get better wear that way, in my opinion, and they just hold up a lot better. On the drive tires, I'm running a 105 to a 110 tire pressure. Now, some people say, oh, well, you can't run different tire pressures. And in some instances, that might be the case, but we're trying something new. We're running a higher tire pressure on the steer, a little bit lower on the drives, and on the trailer, I am on 17.5 tires, so I'm actually running 120 to 125 PSI. Sounds crazy, but that's actually what the tires are rated for. Okay, now we are under the trailer, looking at the back of the truck. So now while I'm under here, I'm looking at all the cross members and the frame of the trailer. We're looking around, checking underneath. But while I'm back here, the main purpose is so that I can examine the back of the truck. So just like on the front rear end, we are going through and we are looking, making sure all the wires are tidied up, all the air lines are tidied up. We're checking the brakes, looking at our brake shoes, looking at airbags, leveling valves, making sure that everything is just in nice and neat, orderly fashion, just like it should be. Now, after that, we're coming out here. Since we have stuff on the deck, just our equipment, checking our straps, making sure that all of that is good. On here, these are on pins and bungees, but as you notice right here, we're missing a key pin. That's okay though, because we have some. I've hooked the bungee on it for right now, so that way it will hold itself up there. But that is the kind of stuff to look for. Now, on this load, making sure that our chains are tight, our straps are tight, checking it all the way down through. And then we are looking at our trailer wheels. Same thing as on the truck. You're looking at the lug nuts, you're looking at the tread wear, you're looking at all that kind of stuff. You're also going to kind of glance down in here, and we're looking at airbags, we're looking at the brake components, and then I also will crawl under here and do the same thing where I am peeking in there at my brake shoes, which it's kind of hard to do with the phone, but that's what we're looking for. And I'll do that on all sides of the deal. Now, once I do all of this, then I will start the truck. Once I start the truck, then I will go through and turn on all my lights, and I will check all my lights. While checking the lights, we're looking at our turn signal, headlights, checking my strobes to make sure they still work. Both sides. We're looking at our marker lights down the sides. Sides of the trailer. Looking at this side of the truck. Still checking the trailer. All the bullet lights down the side. Making sure the turn signals are working. See this? Although it's still working, it's time to look for the new light to replace it. So, we're flashing, running lights are on, bullet lights in the middle are working. See, this light is the same way. All but just a couple diodes are out. So now we are, like I said, still checking, making sure this turn signal works. We are all working on this side, all working on that side. Bullet lights are on. Our backup lights, or work lights, are on. All of our marker lights work on this side. Brights are on, and it's really hard to see, but the cab lights are all on and working in proper function. Now, what we're looking for inside, good clean vision of the mirrors. We are checking our gauges. Oh, look at this. Fixed. Temperature, oil pressure. Engine's not hot enough yet. The turbo gauge is stuck a little bit. It just kind of does its own thing. On this side, our air pressures are good. We're not applying no pressure. We haven't went nowhere, so we don't have no temp on that. Our fuel level looks a little low, but it should be okay. Fuel filter is not plugged, and our air suspension load gauge. You're also looking at the cleanliness of the truck. Now, mind you, I have a little bit of stuff over here, but that's okay right now. My bed is not made, but it's kind of being used as a storage shelf. Now, if you're unsure on how to do a proper pre-trip or all the things to look at, the nice, wonderful thing about an ELD is that is part of the deal. So you can come in here, select pre-trip, and then it gives you a list of all the things to look at. You're looking at all of these different deals and checking them on step-by-step on how to go about looking at it for your pre-trip. There is all sorts of things to look at and actually check. And now you have this list. And then when I come back, I can do an asset inspection. This is my trailer, and it's the same thing. I can do a pre-trip, and then it will actually tell you a list of all the things on the trailer to look for. Now, there are some things that are tailored a little bit different based on what kind of trailer that you have. Like, I don't have a roof, but if you pull a van trailer or a reefer, you would. So, thank you for coming on to how to do a pre-trip, and that is how you can locate on what to look for and what to check for a proper pre-trip. Thank you for watching this video. Please go like, comment, subscribe, and share what kind of other stuff you'd like to see for trucking content. Please go follow DA Truck Talks on YouTube, and on Facebook it's Dustin Allard. TikTok it's Dustin Allard, and Snapchat is also Dustin Allard. It might be Dustin Allard 23 on Snapchat. I'm not really sure, but I think I'm going to change it to DA Truck Talks also. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching.